The Bible gives us limited information about the deaths of Jesus' 12 apostles, but historical records and Christian traditions provide details about how they likely died. Here's what is known or believed about each disciple's death. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. Peter, Simon Peter, Cephas. Peter was the leader of the 12 apostles and came from Bethsaida, a fishing village near the Sea of Galilee. He was described as strong and bold, with an impulsive personality. Known for his loyalty to Jesus, he also displayed moments of doubt and fear, most notably when he denied Jesus 3 times during his arrest. Despite his imperfections, Peter was a key figure in early Christianity. He witnessed several miracles, including Jesus walking on water and the resurrection of a dead girl. After Jesus' ascension, Peter became a strong leader in the early church. During Emperor Nero's persecution of Christians in 64 AD, Peter was crucified upside down, believing himself unworthy to die in the same manner as Jesus. 2. James, son of Zebedee, James the Greater. James was one of the closest disciples to Jesus and the brother of John. He was described as having a fiery temperament, earning him and his brother the nickname Sons of Thunder. He once asked Jesus if he and John should call down fire upon an unwelcoming town. He was the first apostle to be martyred, executed by the sword under King Herod Agrippa in 44 AD. According to tradition, he later became a missionary in Spain, where his remains are believed to be housed in Santiago de Compostela, the destination of the famous pilgrimage, the Camino de Santiago. 3. John, son of Zebedee. John, James' brother, was also among Jesus' inner circle. Often described as youthful and affectionate, he was the beloved disciple. He was the only apostle believed to have died of natural causes, passing away in 98 AD. He is traditionally credited with writing the Gospel of John, the Book of Revelation, and 3 epistles. After Jesus' crucifixion, he took care of Mary, Jesus' mother, as per Jesus' request. He was later exiled to the island of Patmos, where he had the visions that inspired the Book of Revelation. 4. Andrew. Andrew was Peter's brother and was the first disciple Jesus called. He had previously been a follower of John the Baptist. He was known for his humble and kind nature. Though not as prominent as Peter, he played a vital role in bringing others to Christ. Andrew was crucified on an X-shaped cross in Patras, Greece, as he believed himself unworthy to die in the same manner as Jesus. He preached for 3 days while hanging on the cross before he died. 5. Philip. Philip was from Bethsaida, like Peter and Andrew. He was logical and inquisitive, often asking Jesus deep questions. He played a significant role in introducing Nathanael, possibly Bartholomew, to Jesus. He asked Jesus to show them the Father, to which Jesus replied, "Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father." There are varying accounts of his death, including crucifixion, stoning, beheading, or dying of natural causes around 80 AD. 6. Bartholomew, possibly Nathanael. Bartholomew is closely associated with Philip in the scriptures. He was known for his honesty and deep spiritual insight. While little is known about his life, multiple gruesome accounts describe his death. The most common tradition states that he was flayed alive and then beheaded. Other accounts say he was crucified or thrown into the sea. Regardless of the method, his martyrdom was brutal. 7. Matthew Levi. Matthew was a tax collector, a profession despised by Jews at the time. He was intellectual and skilled in writing, as evidenced by his gospel. His calling to follow Jesus showed that Christ welcomed even those deemed outcasts. He is traditionally credited with writing the Gospel of Matthew. The manner of his death is unclear, with some sources suggesting he died of natural causes, while others claim he was beheaded, stabbed, burned, or stoned. 8. Thomas, Doubting Thomas. Thomas is best known for doubting Jesus' resurrection until he physically touched Christ's wounds. This story emphasizes the importance of faith even without direct evidence. He was known to be skeptical, but deeply devoted. He later traveled to India to spread Christianity, where he was martyred in 72 AD by being speared to death. 9. James, son of Alphaeus, James the Less. James is one of the most mysterious apostles, as he is mentioned only in the lists of the 12. He was possibly shorter or younger than James, son of Zebedee, hence the name James the Less. Some believe he was the same person as James the Just, the brother of Jesus. His death is debated, with accounts stating he was crucified in Egypt, stoned in Jerusalem, or clubbed to death. 10. Jude, Thaddeus, Judas of James. Jude is sometimes confused with Judas Iscariot, but he remained faithful to Jesus. He was known for being passionate and devoted. He is traditionally credited with writing the Epistle of Jude. Jude was martyred alongside Simon the Zealot in 65 AD in Beirut. One account states that he was killed with an axe, and his remains are believed to be in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. 11. Simon the Zealot. Little is known about Simon the Zealot. His title might indicate that he was a member of the Zealot movement, a Jewish revolutionary group, or that he was simply zealous in his faith. He was possibly intense and passionate in his beliefs. His death is widely debated. Some traditions claim he was crucified in Britain in 61 AD. Others say he was sawed in half, and some claim he died of old age in Odessa. 12. Judas Iscariot. Judas Iscariot is infamous for betraying Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. He was described as calculating and secretive, though trusted enough to be the group's treasurer. He later regretted his decision and returned the money before taking his own life. According to the Gospel of Matthew, he hanged himself. The Book of Acts describes a different fate, stating that he fell headfirst, causing his body to burst open. His betrayal led to Jesus' crucifixion, making him one of the most notorious figures in Christian history. Conclusion: the apostles played a foundational role in spreading Christianity. Most of them endured severe persecution and martyrdom, showing their unwavering faith in Jesus. Their legacies continue to inspire millions of Christians today. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.